What if I told you you could earn 30% more money by simply using a CRM? Well, that's a fact. You can earn 30% more simply by implementing a CRM. Think about that. If you make $50,000 a year, that's an additional $15,000 for a total of $65,000. If your business is grossing $100,000, that extra 30% will be an extra 30 grand. How could you use that money? So why do most people not use a CRM? I think the main reason is they don't really understand what it is and how it works. I actually had someone a few years ago compare a CRM, which is a customer relationship management software, with a Rolodex. A Rolodex. And I was like, a Rolodex is kind of like cooking over a fire, opposed to a CRM, which is like a chef's kitchen. And so then he said to me, well, I can keep contacts and notes in my phone. And I said, congratulations, you went from cooking over an open fire to cooking on a wood stove, but you're still not going to compete with someone who's cooking in a chef's kitchen. So that's the difference a solid CRM can make in growing your business. So I'm Kirsten. If you find this video helpful, please give us a thumbs up. And if at any point you feel like you would like to subscribe to our channel, please do. We'd love to have you here. So what exactly is a CRM? A CRM stands for Customer Relationship Management, and this is a software that helps you do just that. Manage your relationships with your customers and prospects. And let me tell you, it's come a long way in the last 3 to 4 years. So obviously you have your contacts information in there. The very basics is their name, phone number, their address, the company they work for, what services they're interested in. And obviously you have simple things like a way to add notes to their folder or to their file, so to speak, and then a way to assign yourself tasks, like to remind you to follow up with them on Tuesday. So this is a great way for you to just manage very simple tasks. But a CRM is so much more. Let's talk a little bit about that. So first of all, where is your customer coming in to your CRM? Obviously, you could have manually added them to your CRM, but most likely they're coming in through something like a calendar booking link. So let's say someone books a discovery call with you or a sales call. This automatically connects with your CRM and it integrates them into your CRM as a contact. And now you know exactly when they booked their call, what type of call did they book, in this case a discovery or sales call, but it could have been a coffee chat, it could have been a coaching call, it could have been many different types of calls depending on what you've set up in your CRM. So now you know that this person came in by booking an appointment, booking a call with you. And it integrates everything, their phone number, their email address, the type of appointment they booked. If you attach a form to that, like if you want them to answer questions before they can get on the call with you, the CRM can do that as well. Now here's what's amazing. It automatically sends them the calendar invite with the Zoom link or the phone number. It'll send them reminders via text messages, emails, or even voicemail drops if you set it up that way. So as you can see, having your calendar and your CRM working as one software rather than separate softwares is absolutely amazing. Now, another thing is your customers may come in through an opt-in or a lead magnet. And this is fantastic. We have lots of different lead magnets, and it's nice to know what someone signed up for. So let's say they signed up for our How to Hire a Marketing Virtual Assistant to Double Your Income. We would know exactly what day they signed up, that was the opt-in that they came in for, and then it automatically makes sure that they got that opt-in, as well as it creates a contact for them in our CRM, and then that triggers a whole series of emails, text messages, and voicemail drops to go out. So this allows us from day one to start nurturing that relationship. So as you can see, a CRM is not simply a place to keep your contact and to keep notes about that contact. Your CRM is integrated into your entire marketing ecosystem. And this has become, again, easier now than ever before. But it's amazing to me that so many people are resistant to using a CRM. And I don't know if it's because they feel like they don't see the value in it or they don't fully understand the integration that can come with the technology. But think about, how would your business be different if you were earning an additional 30%? Well, how does that work? How can a simple CRM increase gross revenue by up to 30%? Well, it helps you track the customer's journey. Again, knowing exactly when they came into your ecosystem, your marketing ecosystem, and knowing exactly what tasks have been taken. So for example, no more looking for emails. I don't know about you, but I think in my earlier part of my career, I wasted half of my life searching for emails, to follow up with someone or to find out, something that was said weeks ago. This can all be in one place, in one conversation. When you open up your contact, that particular person, every message you've had with them via email or text or even phone calls, if you choose to record those, are in one place. That saves you so much time. Plus, it makes you look like an absolute rock star because the next time you speak with them, you can read that beforehand and know exactly what you talked about before. You have the ability to reference things that you guys had chatted about. And this makes that person feel like you really listened to them, which of course you did. But none of us can remember everything we said to every prospect. But by having it in an email record or a phone record, it allows you to review that before the call, which is absolutely amazing. And so that's going to help you build a better relationship, thus the CRM, a better relationship with that prospect, and they're more likely to buy from you. And that's how you can kind of track the customer journey to make sure you're giving the best customer service possible. If you have any questions about a CRM, please leave it in the comments below and I'll make sure to get back with you, okay? The next thing I want you to think about is how many times in your career have you forgotten to follow up with someone? Let's face it, at some point, we've all done it. By using a CRM and setting task reminders for yourself, you're never going to miss the opportunity to speak with your prospect or your customer when you said you would. For me, I wake up every morning and I go to the task section in my CRM and I look to see if there's anyone I need to personally reach out to that day. Now remember, automation, automatic emails to continue to nurture the relationship are fantastic. So you say to someone, I'll circle back with you in 2 weeks. But how do you remember to do that? In the past, I've written that on my paper calendar. I've put it in my Google calendar. But I really enjoy having all of my tasks in one place. It also allows me to open up and see what tasks I have for the rest of the week. And it reminds me, whose files do I need to review before I have conversations with them? Or what emails do I need to spend some time writing so I can get them out on time? So this is a great way to have all of your tasks in one place. It makes sure that you never forget to get back with someone when you say you're going to. And it also keeps your calendar from getting really cluttered. So for me, I really like to have just appointments on my Google Calendar. So whether someone's booked a coffee chat with me or a discovery call, or my coaching clients have booked their monthly calls, I like to have those on my Google Calendar. I will also block out time to work on projects, but I like to keep my Google Calendar really clean and I like to have it open as much as possible for people to book calls with me. So I actually run a to-do list in a totally different way, but any task that revolve around a customer and the relationship with that customer or prospect is always going to be in my CRM. And it'll help you, it's helped me a lot, to not miss following up with people. And again, before I follow up with them, I'm able to read all the last emails and text messages. I'm able to review my notes to figure out what we talked about. So when I do reconnect with them, I am on top of what was important to them and how I can service them to the best of my ability. So again, it's all about relationship, customer relationship management. It's about helping your customer through the buying journey. And by you using technology to the best of its ability, it allows you to show up and to always look like a rock star. So this is just a couple of things that can happen in a CRM, and hopefully you can see how it could really help you grow your revenue. I know that the statistics out there are amazing, and that can apply to you as well. And people often say, well, is my business big enough? It doesn't matter if you're a solopreneur. A CRM can be a game changer. I would have to argue that if you're a solopreneur, you actually need this more than anyone else because you don't have support staff. And the first thing you should always leverage in your business is technology, making sure that you have a system that helps your business run smoothly, helps you stay on task, and helps you grow your business by eliminating things that are time consuming. Well, where does a marketing virtual assistant come into this process? I know in the title it said with the help of a marketing virtual assistant. A lot of our clients are not really tech savvy, so the thought of setting up auto email responders or multiple booking links with several different email campaigns to go out, or setting up lead magnets and opt-ins and making sure all of the email sequences and text messages are ready to go out can be a little bit overwhelming for someone who does not love technology. But in this day and age, you can easily hire a marketing virtual assistant to support you in this process. So for example, our clients simply write their email sequences and their text messaging sequences, and their virtual assistants actually go in and set it up in the software and test it to make sure it's working. This does a couple of things. First of all, it doesn't require you to spend time learning something that you really don't want to learn and that you don't enjoy. It also gives you more time to focus on what you're writing and what you're saying to your clients and prospects, and thinking about the process from a very creative and sales mindset. Also, your virtual assistants generally love technology. They know how to do these tasks already, so they don't have to learn. And it's simple for them. They copy and paste what you've written and they put it in the appropriate place, and then they test the software to make sure it's all working. Hopefully you see the value in using a CRM. And again, if you're not tech savvy, you understand that you can have someone help you do it, so you don't have to miss out on the great opportunity to grow your business. If you would actually like a walkthrough of our CRM, let me know in the comments and I can do a video on that. Thanks for watching this video. If you haven't already subscribed to our channel, please do. And again, give us a thumbs up if you like this content so we know to create more content like this. I will see you in the next video.